I think it's the 3rd of August. Started my holidays. Most of the day's over. I've been shopping this morning. Um, Trying to get this sorted out here now. My plans for here. That old sink there came from Adrian Nylon factory in Staban. I have it closed 18 years ago. It's lying out in the street. But I want a wee mini kitchen in here. I've drawn the lines out where I'm going to put things, but I'll tell you the problem I'm having now. That water valve's coming off on Monday. The water board's turning off the water for me in the whole housing estate. So that's what held me up to there, this valve. I'm not moving the valve now. Originally I want the valve moved, but to get the valve moved, I need the water off for a week, not for 10 minutes. And they tried a couple of times trying to get the pipe outside to get me on off thing. They've dug up the street twice, can't find it. So I went down this morning, got a replacement. When I put the replacement on, there's a motorised TV bracket. So the conclusion I came to was, if I can't move it, for me to get a plumber and organise a plumber and the water board together, you can just imagine what that would cost to move in. And when you move it in, you've still got it. You can't take it away completely. And these other pipes are partly in the way. So the thing I came up with then was, I was really going to just move this one here, but I might as well put a new one on. And I'll put it at an angle like so it misses the TV bracket. If I have to turn the water off, I'll hoist the TV up so that when that's turned around, the TV will be sitting in front of us. There's a motorised TV bracket. £290 I paid for that. You get cheaper on eBay and Amazon, but it's Chinese. And this thing on the mains 24 hours a day on standby. I don't want the house to burn down, so this one's made in Poland. So I paid a bit extra. The way I looked at it, the money I pay in the bracket, to get a normal bracket for the bottom of the bed that doesn't move is about £50, I think it is. Most check the price of that. I think it was £290 or £190 or £290. I think it might be £290 or £280 or something like that. So I'm going to put this bracket here on a slight angle. Then the TV can come flush with that. This has to just stay out from the wall slightly. The next problem is then, these pipes here, I don't know if that goes straight down, whether it goes backwards, left, right. I don't know what way that's going. Over here is the old sewer pipe. That's foam. This has to be screwed down to the base. I can't screw it now. I can't screw it. So what I'm going to do, the radiator is going to come down this end of the room as well. So to get this problem solved now, I'm putting a big piece of wood along the floor. So I'm basically making a cabinet. I'm making a big box. Most people who buy these motorised things will put them in a box to make themselves. So the box sort of depends on the size of the TV I buy and how thick the TV is going to be and all the rest. But this box, I reckon this box is going to come out to this red line that I've dotted on. But I'm putting the radiator in front of this. The radiator has to get plumbed up to that. I knocked the rest of this wall down here, and by knocking the wall down here, I thought, well, I'll build the new wall just slightly further back. It's not lining up right with the projector screen. The projector screen needs to come over a bit, so I need that projector screen to come over here. So I'll build the new wall here. I thought the new wall would hide the electric cables, because with 13 amp sockets and all this needs power as well. So the power could come down inside the wall. The pipes could go inside the wall. So them pipes there is going to where the washing machine used to be. That has to get replumbed now to the sink, which is going to be right about here. There's going to be a shower eventually built outside that door. That'll probably be next year's project. It's not that I can't do it, I can't get the materials to do it. I know what I want to do in my head, I just can't get what I want. But well, the next problem now, that's the oil pipes for the oil centre heating coming in there. So I've got water pipes, I've got the oil pipes, centre heating. I can't put my wall here. So I might have to put the wall back where it was. The other thing is it won't be as deep. So I've got an old radiator over here. It was capped off. The wee cap there and a cap there. So I think that the pipes is probably around about here for that radiator. But because of the last crowd plan self-leveling floor compound, this used to be the core house. All the pipes is covered up. There's a centre heating pipe there coming through the wall. So I have this pipe's going along there for definite. We've got the water mains pipes here for the washing machine, and we've got the waste pipe. A lot of pipes in there. and I'm supposed to be building walls and all here. So you supposed to get pipe detectors and all the rest, blah blah blah. When I put the thing, I was getting nothing. So I'm going to put the new wall back roughly where the other one was, but it's not going to be the whole way. There's a doorway going on here. And this is going to be a walk-in wardrobe. And so all I'm going to do today now is I want to dig up that waste pipe there. I'm going to dig the floor up and untrack that waste pipe back. Does it go straight to the dead line? I don't know. Somewhere along the line, the waste pipe and these copper pipes must cross. But I need my waste pipe just down to here. If I get the waste pipe down to there, so I made it on a 90-degree bend, I'll probably have to take a wee bit of floor away to get the pipe twisted and stuff. But hopefully if I get the original track that they dug out, it should be easy enough. If I don't, it could be a problem. So I've got my wee tool to bang that away. As far as the plumbing goes, I'm going to disconnect these pipes here now. I'm disconnecting that. I think I might leave the outdoor tap on. Cut the pipe up here. I've already put a new outdoor tap with a new kitchen, but sure, there's no harm to have two. Save walking that 10 feet. So if I cap that off there, I'll reuse these, put them on here, and cut them pipes off in the meantime. So what they're downwards, I'm going to isolate the water. So then when things turn off and on, I'm going to move these over here so I can turn the water off and so I don't burst any pipes. The central heating's still on. The central heating radiators are behind there. I want to bring them pipes straight down to join my new radiator. But my new radiator is going to be much longer. And what I noticed in the morning, especially here, that cupboard I had there before was warm, your feet, because the hot pipes of the hard heating coming in. So I like the idea of making the pipe longer, build to the floor, but I want to bring the pipes down each side of my bed. So when I go in my bed, the floor's not cold. That's my idea, like. I bring the pipe down this side. So I need to find exactly where the bed's going. That radius just slightly off. But then again, I need to drain the oil heating and dig them pipes up. But going by the kitchen, I dug the pipe up in the kitchen, and it's handy enough. There's insulation in them pipes, and because of the insulation, the concrete breaks the right way. Now the rain on now. So I'll find out to get the water turned off now and disconnect these pipes here. I might just disconnect the pipe down here. I think this radiator, this projector blind is going to hit. You can stop it automatically, you can program, I don't know how to program, but if you let it go the whole way, it'll just stop. So I want to see how far the projector screen goes down. When I get finished, I'll probably end up buying a brand new projector screen. That one there is years old there. But see, if she hits the pipes now, she's going to crumple up. So if I cut that there, she's not hitting the pipes. Whenever I make this new box for the TV, I'm going to have the projector screen going behind the box. But the box has to be sealed off, so if you drop something behind, it doesn't fall the whole way in here and get lost. It's complicated to explain. So I'm going to take the tap away. That's not sounding good. There's just caught in something. What's it caught on? Oh God, it's going to break it. Oh, it's just caught underneath there, boys. See, get them cut off, no hassle. They break me blind. So I'm taking this off, cut the pipe there, cut the pipe here, put on the end caps. So I've turned the water off there. The outdoor tap on, so there might be just a wee drip here. I should open the right one, don't get sucked here. So that's the water. The cold one's handy, hot one's going to be a hassle. So I'll see if my pipe cutter fits in there, right? Might be dodgy. If a pipe cutter doesn't fit, you hack away a bit of plaster and it fits in. So I need two hands for this. So if that doesn't fit, I'll just hack away with a bit of plaster so it fit then. You have to make sure, because these have been soldered on, I need a clean pipe. So I'm going to clean that first with a bit of wire wool. wire wall's not Brillo pad, there's no soap on it. So you need to get that clean first. The new joint's not going to stick. So I'll get that clean, make sure there's no solder on it. That's a wee bit hacked there, like. Any roughness is not going to seal right, so I'll give it a good clean and then we'll cut it. Doesn't matter what job you go to do, there's always a problem. That's the new one I got free there. That's 22mm. So that's no good. There's my old one I had. That does 22 and 15, but it's actually bigger. It's much bigger. I ain't going to fit in there. Even if I do take off a bit of plaster, because it starts up this big thick bit here. It's very thick, yeah. That's very thick. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a saw, cut that pipe off, take off these cable clips so I can pull the pipe out a bit. There'll be a certain amount of pulling out. Hopefully, so I'll cut the top off first. Nothing's ever easy, is it? Like, I'm not too happy with that bit of pipe there. There's nothing I can do about it. If it does leak, I might just put on a compression fitting. At least with a compression fitting, you can use a bit more plumber's tape and stuff. But it's a wee bit scored. There's nothing I can do about it. I didn't score it there now, like. But it is what it is. So there's a push fitting I'm putting on, but I could. There's a wee bit of solder at the back here. See, all these proper plumbers, they use solder because it's cheap. But it makes it hard for DIYers to patch onto. If that was compression fitting, I could just undo them. So I'm just noticing there's a bit of solder behind, I can feel it. There's a wee bit of solder there behind. So I need to keep me fitting up a wee bit. DIY is all about problem solving. That's all it is all the time. So because of the solder behind there, I'm giving up on that idea up there. So I thought, well, I'll cut the pipe here and put a straight piece on it. I was cleaning it up, there's a wee bit of a kink there. But then it dawned on me then, my motorised bracket's going up here. If I put a joint on there, it's going to hold the bracket out even more, which holds the TV out more and holds the radiator out more. So it needs to go tight to the wall as possible. And then I thought, well, I'll cut it down here and put a 90-degree bend on it. This is only for if I ever put a shower outside there and the wee sink. So a 90-degree bend can go on there and I'll run a fresh pipe down. And then I look at, oh, there's the hot. It's dead handy, change that to 90-degree bend. And you see why this curves over? This is all holding the pipes out. By having the cold first and then the hot above, does away with this bend. And I might just see by chiseling away some of that plaster and put the pipe connectors further in the wall. Saying that, this is going to hold it out here. So this is going to hold it out anyway. I just thought if I could get the bracket tighter to the wall. Even at that, whenever that pipe's loosened there and this is cut, get that reform out of the way. That might push in now, you know. That'll push in. And if I save a ½ an inch here, that basically makes my room a ½ an inch bigger here. It makes a big difference. So I'm going to cut it here. Cut it here and cut that. I'll undo that. And I'll cut that, we'll see how flexible that goes in. There you go this way, I can feel it cutting now this way. Just cutting that way. A wee bit more water, it might pass out when I cut this. I'll pour it then, right boys. Hope I haven't cut too much off it. Corner one, right? Corner. Doesn't have the wee tool to take the burr off inside. That's the only thing. You get the old pipe cutter to do that. Or a screwdriver. probably get the old pipe cord to do that. Maybe that could have been doing longer, you know. Maybe I should have left that longer. If it doesn't work, I'll put a compression fitting on. So I'll clean this off now, put that on there, put on the wee on and off thing, and put on a couple of wall brackets, these ties. See how we get on. I'll turn this off here now. I'll stick this in roughly. I'll turn the water on, and if there's no leaks, then I'll screw it to the wall. If there's leaks, I'll put a compression fitting on that. Thing with these push buttons, you're never quite sure if it's in the full way. Look, see, you're never quite sure if it's in the full way or not. So we'll see if there's leaks or not now. Maybe I should let that a bit taller there. Best way to check for leaks and all is get toilet roll. Dry everything with toilet roll and check later. That looks okay there. If I did that again, I would leave that a wee bit. There's a wee bit to go, but I'll leave that a bit longer. Next time, you're not quite sure how deep the pipe goes in if you're not used to using stuff. So turn the water off. It's going to be a hassle getting the hot water off. If I mind rightly, it doesn't stay off proper. So same again. I'll put on a 90-degree bend, but this time I use a compression fitting, since that is a compression fitting already. And I just hope it's not too tight to that. Cut off this pipe here and move it down. When I get down, it's going to be awkward now. When I get down to here now, I'm going to undo them there and cut this pipe shorter and try and get the same height so we can join it back on again. You wouldn't think it's so much hassle just moving a couple of pipes like. It's just, if you're doing everything brand new, like I did my new kitchen, if you're starting from the start of everything new, it's so handy. Whenever you're trying to use old stuff, it's awkward. So I'll turn off the hot water now, I'll just go on ahead with this one. And then once I get the two of them done, I'll screw them up in the wall. So that wee job done now, looks a wee bit of a mess. My hot water never turns off fully. So that leaks constantly when I'm working on things. Needs to be changed to a hot press. So then I get these straight connectors and all. That was on there before. The thing about compression fins is that you can reuse that. So whatever time then I join this on down here, I can reuse that compression fitting. It's 100% recyclable. All you have to do is change your wee O-rings. That's all I like about compression fittings. So that's all I'm going to do today. I'm not connecting them pipes on. They'll not be connected on until I'm finished. Find out where the wall's going to go. And all I need is water off. So when I start chiseling this floor now, I'm not going to burst them pipes. I might still burst the central heating pipes, but I'm not going to burst them ones. So I'm going to start breaking the floor up now, down by that grey pipe, work my way forward. And hopefully the pipe is going in a straight line. Hopefully. I just have to break it as far as there. And then, so I'll shovel up some of this crap here, like. See how copper like that? Throw it into your blue bin for recycling. Although they don't say copper piping, I know they council take small electrical items. The sorting machine will easily take that copper out. That's worth money to a recycling yard. It's not worth money. Why go down the recycling yard with? But don't throw it on the black bin. Throw it on the blue bin.